Good morning, dear children. Welcome back to our CT class. So, in the previous classes, we were in the unit number 8 on the assessment unit. And in the yesterday's class, we have seen about the assessment, that is the formative assessment and the summative assessment. So, in our today's class, we will see what are the activities in the assessment. So, the outline of the class is, we will know about the various activities of the assessment and strategies used in the formative assessment, and the student will explain even the difference between the formative assessment and the summative assessment. Till now, you have already come across these words, the summative assessment, the formative assessment, okay, and many other various types of assessment, that how we are assessing through the formative and how we are assessing to the summative assessment. Various types of assessment you have already been seen. But now in this class, you are going to see what are the activities, through which activities also we can make the assessment. Okay. And we will see what are the various strategies that can be used in the formative assessment. Okay. And we will see about the differences. Even the differences between the formative assessment as well as the summative assessment. Okay. The objectives of the today's topic will be to the student will be able to explain and describe the various activities of the assessment, and the student will be able to explain and describe strategies used in the formative assessment, and the student will also explain what are the difference between the formative assessment and the summative assessment. So assessment is an focus on an individual learner or the learning community, or even the institution or the educational system. So it is a Latin word which comes from a Latin word that is a desire, meaning to sit with. And assessment is a systemic process of gathering, interpreting, and acting upon the data related to the student learning experience for the purpose of developing a deep understanding of what the student understand and can do with their knowledge as a result of their educational experience. So what are the activities in the formative assessment? The activities which can be done through the formative assessment are, first is the day-to-day observation. Day-to-day observation is a type of a formative assessment wherein the teacher is observing the student every day. Okay, how we are doing the day-to-day observation? Now you all are the nurses, and every day you are coming to the college. So being a teacher, I will observe you. Are you in the full uniform or not? Okay, are you tying up your hairs or not? Are your nails neat and tidy or cut short? There are no any jewels in your hands. Okay. Then what are the intended works you have to be done that day? That day, I will assess you people. So these are the every day-to-day observation. Are you coming in time or not? Okay. How is your behavior in the class with the teacher? How is the behavior, your behavior with the other students also? So every teacher is being closely observed by a teacher. That is, if I means my bare eyes, I am opening my eyes and I'm looking after you. Okay, so that type of observation we call it as day-to-day observation. Next comes the experiment or the practical. Experiment and practical is another type of the formative assessment, wherein which the teacher is making the students to get involved in any type of the experiments or in the practicals. Now speaking to the nursing, when now in the first year in the theory classes, we are teaching you how to do the bed making. Okay, we are listing you the things of the articles which are used in the bed making. Okay, so, and we are showing all it theoretically through the interactive videos, you might say, or through the lecture methods, you can say. And then what we will do, we will take you to the even the labs also. In the lab also, what we will do, we will demonstrate and show you. And after the demonstration also, you will be also made to the demonstrate the same thing. And whenever you are doing the bed making, a teacher will be standing just behind you and they will be doing the observation. So that whether are you following all the steps of the bed making procedure exactly or not, how it is being done, everything will be observed by the teacher. If you are doing mistake, that many a times the students will be facing problem in the mitten cover. How to make the mitten cover? They are not knowing. They are just tucking the bed sheet into the mattresses, and they are making the bed neat and tidy. So that is the wrong procedure. So there is a very in that procedure, every step is there. So at that every step has a one rationally. Every step is having one particular rationally. Whether the student is following that particular step accordingly and for that rationally satisfied or not, that needs to be checked by the teacher. So experiment and practical are some of the examples of the formative assessment. Okay, so even not only in the nursing, even in the other fields also, other fields in the sense, even you can think of your +2 examination. During your +2, you will be firstly in your class, you will be provided with the one chemistry chart with you people, okay, which are the practicals which will be happening. So they will be putting a date on that particular. For example, this particular practicals will be done on so and so data. So on so and so date, the students will go to the chemistry lab, and they will open it, and they will check it, and they will add it, and they will be doing this. During that time also, the teacher will be observing which chemical are they using, are they using it in a proper proportion or not, whether they are they following that particular step or not. So these are the things, or this is how the experiment and practical is also used in the assessment, okay, as a one of the activity of the assessment. Next, about the activity. So what is the activity? There are many activities, n number of the activities. Even in speaking with the nursing also, one or the other day, you will also be given one or the other activities. Okay, what type of activity will be given? Activities like, now I give you an activity of making the AVAD file. Okay, so in that AVAD file, you are making the AVADs. You are bringing the pictures of the AVADs from somewhere else, or either you are drawing it. Okay, and many a times in the community also you have did like rural area, urban area models we are making. Okay, sometimes we are making the working models. So these all comes under the activity. So in these activities, many there are making up of the models, but you are also told about how to make the charts, how to make the posters. Okay, even in the health education, we are making the flashcard templates. These all comes under the activity. When the teacher is assigning you an activity, you will be doing that activity and you will be submitting it. So that is also a form of a formative assessment, where the teacher can assess you through that particular activities. Next is the project. Project is a type of a formative assessment. Project is a type of a assessment where a group of students together are working on a particular model or particular topic which the teacher has assigned to them. In the coming years, you'll be told to submit a project report on certain researches. That is, in the during the 4th year, you will be taught about the research subject. In that research subject, you have to come across the research topic. You have to finalize the research topic, and after finalizing the research topic, you have to make a report of that one. So what you have analyzed, what you have found out in that particular research, and you have to submit a binded project to the university. So project is also a type of a formative assessment, where every student is being assessed. When there is a group of the students made for a particular project, even in that project also, every individual student will be assigned a single work to work on it. Okay, in a project, we are having various steps to do it. For example, if we are doing a project work on the rural community, we are making a project of making with the thermocoals or with some of dry decoration, if we are making a rural community. So what are the things which we require to make this rural area project? So we are making one ideal village in the community. So for that one, what all items are needed? So firstly, we will list out all those what all things we are doing. We will make a conceptual framework of the same. And after making the conceptual framework, so we are thinking that what all things we need to place in that rural community or ideal village, what all the things we want to place. For those making models, or for those making the those things in that ideal village, we need some items also. So which are those type of items which are required? So those item requirements also what we will do, we will plan ahead when we will collaborate with our colleagues also, our friends also. Then we will divide from where we can get this material. Then we'll assign to everyone. Okay, then we will bring those and then we will assemble them all together. So that is also a type of a project. Here also in this project also a student will be examined. Next is the assignment. Assignment is also a type of a formative assessment. The teacher is giving a work, that is a written type of a work on a particular topic or on a particular subject or related, where the student is writing it, okay, in the form of a some file, you may say, or in the form of A4 size papers. The student will write the assignments and they will be submitting, and every assignment will be carrying some weightage of the marks, or there is a grading of the marks for every assignment. So those assignment marks will be allotted by the teacher. The assignment is also having its own criteria how to write the assignment. So now you will be writing assignment, that will be all the assignment which you people are writing is not in a proper standardized format. The proper standardized format of the assignment will be in the APA A4 size paper. 1 centimeter on all the sides you have to leave it. In the center of the, you have to mark all the borders from leaving each from the left side also you have to leave the much more space, because there we are doing the punching. So on the left side we have to at least place 1.5 centimeter, and rest all area 111. On the three sides we are keeping the margins, and in between we are writing it. Then the borders will be in the thick black only, and there is no any use of multiple colors in the assignments. There is only single color pen we have to use for the assignments, and the topics will be highlighted with the underlining. That is a proper assignment writing. But our students usually go for the color pens, sketch pens, making it multicolored. That type of assignments are not entertained actually. Next comes the self-study. Self-study is also a type of a formative assessment, where in which the teacher is giving the work to the students to work at the home, or the students will be given a topic on which the students need to study it and report it on the next day, or the teacher may assign them to work on that particular topic which has been assigned to them in that day's class, and the students need to go through that topic and mark all the necessary queries if he is having on that one, and the next day he will be reporting in the college or the school. That type of assessment we call it as a self-study, and even this is also a type of a formative assessment. Next is the question and answers. This can be done on the every day today only, and the every day today the questions and answers will be answered by the students. The teacher is asking the questions and the students will be answering those questions. They may be in the short answer type, or maybe in the multiple choice, or maybe in the form of the quiz. Okay, these are the various types of question answers through which the teacher can assess the students. Next, the homework exercises. Many a times you are much more familiar with this type of homework exercises in the school days. Always in every subject we were used to get the homework on a particular subject. So we had a very subject homework different, and we used to write the homework, and we used to solve that, and every day the teacher used to check it. So that is also a type of a formative assessment. Next is the simulations. What are simulations? Simulations means we are making the brainstorming thing to the students, and we are giving certain like in the form of dummies or in the form of ideas, something we are making to stimulate the brains of the children and work on those. So that type of assessments also we can take in the simulations. So we are going to ask the ideation how we can create such things, what to prepare or to prevent, how to do the diversion therapy, any newer models are there, or what, how to do the CPR, what these all are the brainstorming things or simulation things, so that with the help of the simulation the students will be what they will think over it and they will speak on it. Next is the Conferencing. Conferencing is also a type of a formative assessment where a group of the students are sitting together and discussing on a particular topic to come for one conclusion. In that also, how many students are actively participating, that is also seen. So that is also a type of a formative. Next, strategies which are used in the formative assessment. The strategy which is used in the formative assessments include criteria and goal setting, the observations, questioning strategies, self and peer assessment, and even the student record keeping. The key elements of the formative assessment are identification by the teachers and the learners of the learning goals, intention or outcomes, and criteria for achieving these, and richer conversation between the teachers and the students that continually build to go it deeper, and the provision of effective timely feedback to enable the students to advance their learning, and the active involvement of the students in their own learning. Next, teachers responding to identified learning needs and strengths by modifying their teaching approach. Now, what is the major difference between the formative and summative assessment? Till now, we are seeing this, and hope so you are clear with this concept about the formative and the summative assessment. Formative assessment means it is carried out frequently, again and again, again and again, it will be carried out. But in summative assessment, it is carried only at the end of a course or at the end of the topic or at the end of the semester. And in this formative assessment, then and there we are getting the feedback, and we can identify the gaps which are there, and we can close those gaps. But in summative assessment, about the past achievements we can come to know. Okay, it is formative assessment includes both the feedback as well as the self-monitoring, but here it is not there. It is essentially feedback into the teaching and learning process. Through this, here we can immediately change whatever the learning process is there, we can change it. But here means it is we cannot report it, only we can summarize and we can change in the upcoming days. The purpose are, it helps in the motivation, it also helps in the prediction, in the diagnosis, and the guidance. This is the vertical dimension of the evaluation. That is, for the first year we are evaluating, and first year, second year we are evaluating what has been achieved in the first year and what has been achieved in the second year. Similarly, first year, second year, third year, and first year, second year, third year, and fourth year. That's all about the class on the today's class on the assessment. So the exercise for the class is to explain the and describe activities of the assessment and enlist the differences between the summative and formative assessment. And these were our learning outcomes which we have achieved, and these are the student effective learning outcomes and the references. Thank you, and we'll meet with one more next class in our upcoming class on the assessment.